Christo-urban movement is important because there is a need, specifically now more than ever, I believe.
It's essential that we bring Jesus back in.
God is calling a people from every tribe, every language, every people.
I envision Christo-urbanism becoming a phrase that people use to understand a unique demographic of people.
Christ-centered, focused on Jesus, the gospel.
People who are changed and impacted by the gospel and now are able to give Christ in their context.
Essentially be an indigenous missionary.
A Christo-urbanite should be authentic.
When you from it, you understand how to communicate to other people in this context that may not have Jesus.
They must live a life with Christ as the central theme of it.
Be Christ and be urban, and therefore Christo-urbanite is born.
The city shaped you culturally, but the Christocentrism has anchored you, and the gospel centricity is what's driving you.
How do we bring Christ into our context? I mean, John chapter 1 says the word became flesh.
Jesus went to the context and was in the context. People were able to relate to him.
This movement is raising awareness. It's inspiring and encouraging young believers who are urban to bring Jesus back into their urban context.
People need to know that they're not the only ones out there. There's been like this generation that says either I'm with people who understand my context or I'm with a group of people who understand theology and mission. And that has produced these people that like, I don't fit anywhere.
It just helps to understand that the gospel is for everybody.
Because the gospel to me is not anti-cultural, it's countercultural. You don't have to get rid of your culture in order to be able to see the truth of Jesus. You get to see the truth of Jesus, and then your culture can be servile to that.
Don't leave the urbanite separate from the Christo. Bring it, right? What's your story? What did you see? Where are you from? What's your origin story?
Revive has been very encouraging.
Revive has been a calibrating presence for me this weekend. I cannot be who God is calling me to be without remembering God's priorities. And I love that we get to be a part of it in a unique way as folks a part of an urban context, hip hop culture, artists, thinkers, contributors across the society, remembering that Jesus is at the center. His gospel is the most important thing that we have.
One of the things that's always most encouraging is remembering that the gospel still transforms. And those reminders are always so helpful to me. Just to be around other people fighting for the same thing is always encouraging.
Revive has just reminded me that I'm not alone.
I think this has just been refreshing for my soul. Just being able to connect with people who get me.
And so it was like a big family reunion just to remind us of our fellowship and connectedness that we have in a Christo-urban movement and family.
Without a lot of what we have here, I don't know where I would be.
Christo-urbanite and the whole heart behind Revive has shaped my life.
And I think Revive is helping us revive that idea of making sure that he's at the center, that he is the most important, that he is what's prioritized, so that we can recover a context in which Jesus is the center and our urbanism gets to be used as a vehicle for the gospel to go forth and for us to show the glory and beauty of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Revive has literally been revival for me.
I feel like this reignited fire